Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 24th of July, run in association with KUMB.com. Now, today we are going to be talking through the most recent twist in the Jonathan David pursuit, as well as taking a look at how preparations are going so far for the 24-25 season. How mad that we're nearly there. Let's get started. So for your first story, West Ham have reportedly pulled out of the race to sign Lille striker Jonathan David in a strange turn of events. Now, we are said to have met the transfer price of £30 million, which you would think would be most of the deal sorted, but the agent fees are an additional £10 million, which appears to have been the stumbling block, and as a result, we have stopped our pursuit of the player. Now, David is in the last 12 months of his contract, so is expected to leave this summer. Chelsea and Newcastle are also interested, but the question is a total of £40 million too much for a player that has scored 84 goals in 183 appearances? Now, one of the ways that we have managed as a club to stay on the right side of financial fair play rules has been by limiting agent fees wherever possible to keep costs down, spending just £13.8 million last season in total for all the signings that we made. Now, if you compare that to Chelsea's £75 million, you can see how quickly it can add up if you agree to £10 million on quite a few different transfers as agent fees. And then once you do it with one player, every single new signings agent is going to be expecting the same. Word will get out, and you can't really go back on it once you start that. It's a very difficult thing because they know that they can play hardball and get that money out of you as a club. And before you know it, like I said, Chelsea have spent last season £75 million, not on players, but just on paying the agents. That is a ridiculous sum of money. So, yeah, there are reasons that you wouldn't want to be just paying £10 million for an agent fee. There are plenty of other options as well, including John Duran, who we are hearing a lot about at the moment, and he's thought to be available for something in the region of about £35 million with talks ongoing. But let us know your thoughts. Are we missing out, in your opinion, by giving up on Jonathan David, or are they asking too much for the player? Is that 10 million just that step too far? Now, for your second story, preseason continues in the USA and the players have been working on their shooting, something that will be music to many of our ears after a fair few missed chances last season. We saw finishes from players including Cornet, Guilherme, Ings and Kudus in a video that was shared by the club, and it looked to be nice and rainy while the team trained, making sure they don't miss East London too much while they're on their travels. Up next, we face Wolves on Saturday the 27th of August in Jacksonville before going head-to-head with Palace on the 3rd of August in Tampa. So if you would like to watch these games, they're going to be available on the West Ham website and the mobile app. But our notoriously unpredictable stream is not free, unfortunately, with passes being sold on the website. I'm most interested, actually, with this preseason games in seeing how the team progresses in the coming games, because we should start to get a bit of a feel for the players that Lopetegui is favouring and get a bit of an idea of what we might see in the coming season as fitness builds and the team bonds and things start to look a little bit more gelled, like they will hopefully by the start of the season. And I'm starting to get quite excited about the potential of the coming season, so I can't wait to see what happens in the coming weeks. But let me know in the comments how you're actually feeling about the upcoming season. Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling nervous? Do you think that Lopetegui might really pleasantly surprise us? Drop us a comment down below with your thoughts and let us know what you reckon. And finally, the under-21s also prepare for their next pre-season fixture, playing away tonight against Maidenhead United. Kick-off of the game at York Road is at 7:30 p.m, so not long to go at all now. Maidenhead's head coach is Alan Devonshire, for those who aren't aware, who's a very familiar name after his role in West Ham's FA Cup win and many other West Ham memories. And they're going to be looking to put on a performance in what will be the first game at York Road since they finished 14th in the National League last season. West Ham will also be looking to make our mark, of course, having lost 2-0 to Ebbsfleet in the pre-season opener. But that said, a fair few of the usual team were missing because they travelled with the first team to Dagenham and Redbridge. So some of the younger players got a run out instead of probably the usual under-21s team. But they're going to be looking to get their first victory of the season against Maidenhead, as well as individuals wanting to prove themselves, particularly seeing as Lopetegui is giving opportunities to some of the youth for them to actually prove themselves and show what they can do. So it's everything to prove. If you'd like to follow the action, though, there is a live blog on the club website and the app with a match report and reaction following shortly afterwards. So here's hoping the under-21s can get that win. That is all from me for today. But if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check out the video from earlier today as well, where I ran through Andy Irving and his career from where it began at West Ham all the way through to where we are now, and how he seems to have suddenly turned everybody's heads, made them pay attention from the player that everyone was kind of laughing about, which is kind of exciting. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you've subscribed to West Ham Network. Drop us a comment with your thoughts on today's headlines. Have a brilliant day, and until next time, come on, you Irons.